Hola, hola.
This is Zaïa here representing Maison de Femmes, Ep.08.
Woohoo!
We're so excited. And as you can see, this is not my partner, Magnetic. This is someone else. Just as special, just as beautiful, just as amazing. This is Kateryna.
Hola.
So happy to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. Yes.
Welcome to Mono Radio and Maison de Femmes Radio.
Thank
Kateryna is my Ukrainian Taurus sister.
Twinsy.
What is better than that? Just to go back, I don't know what to do with this microphone, so I'm just going to hold it right here. Just to go back, Kateryna and I have known each other for many years, but we got super duper close when we both spent this last summer in Mexico City, frolicking around, eating, exploring, dancing, and really just like having the best time. And now we found ourselves back in Tulum, where our journey in Mexico actually kind of started separately, of course. I've been here for 6 years, but you more, right?
Yeah, 7. I came 7 years ago, but then I left and came back, and now I'm back.
Wow, I'm so happy that you're
meant to be.
We're having all the best time. So what brought you to Mexico in the first place?
What brought me to Mexico in the first place is that I had a transition period. I was living before in New York, and I was already dipping my toes to Mexico. And eventually I felt myself, as I was going through the transition in my life that New York brought in such a big way, that I started to spend more time home with my plants, reading books. And so I was like, maybe New York is not the best place to have that. And where can I go to be more in nature with people I love, with food I love? Where can I have like a better lifestyle? And here I am. I feel like Tulum provided the perfect balance between creativity, internationality, beautiful Mexico, beautiful nature. It's just like all of it, which is so perfect for a tourist because I feel like I want it all.
Of the sensations.
We want it all.
And Tulum is perfect because it's small enough that we can really grasp all of it.
Yes.
And understand it and feel super comfortable and connected here.
Totally.
You came before the pandemic, right?
I came a year before the pandemic, so that was very special to go through that transition with the pandemic as well.
Wow, what a time.
What a time.
Coming from New York, but actually you're from Germany.
Yes.
And Ukraine from before that.
Yeah.
And many places along the way, because I know you're a traveler.
Yes.
Experience.
Yes.
Seeker.
Yeah,
wanderer,
traveler and liver. I would always
liver.
describe myself. I'm like a living in those places. I love to stay. I realized I'm like a slow traveler. I love to spend few months at a time in a place to really drop in. That's what I love.
So good, and we're so young that we can still have those moments of living in these different areas and really feeling it. And it could be months, it could be a few years, and then we have just a lifetime to go. You know,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
What a blessing.
It is a blessing, and just be in the moment is actually what really nourishes, because in the end I'll have this checklist of all the places that I saw, but eventually if you're really rushing through through life, just have this checklist, but you're not really dropping in. It does nothing stays. Nothing of that place. So yeah.
Well, I love the woman that you are, so worldly and cool. And inspiring, because I love to learn from you.
Thank you.
And so something really important, because you're probably looking at me and saying, Zaïa, what is this amazing choker you're wearing and this amazing cuff? Let me get closer. Look at it. Look at it. This is a design by Kateryna, brand called Chokers and Chocolate. Chokers and Chocolate is what I'm saying. It's so gorgeous, and I'm so excited and honored to always be adorned by these beautiful pieces.
You're the best model too.
It's my, like, for me, it's the best, my favorite. I love this choker. This cuff is so fabulous as well. You're also wearing some of your jewelry.
More like
Delicate
subtle,
pieces.
Yeah, because I feel it's all about the balance, right? Like there's like big pieces that stand out. And then there is like the balance. It always is about the balance and the feeling.
I like how you can stack it. Your rings are super nice.
See.
So tell us a little bit more about chokers and chocolates. And also, how did you come up with that name? So it's so interesting, chokers and chocolates.
It is, yeah. I mean, the chokers and chocolates is like a new baby of mine, where I am really giving this vision that I had 5 years ago. Even despite I knew how to do jewelry, I had this feeling of this idea to bring pieces with intention, actually spirit animals, kind of blending that with the persona, like embodiment, And so 5 years ago, I had like this vision of creating pieces that actually represent, accompany me through my daily life and give me that power of my spirit animal, power animal, whatever, what we like to associate with, right? That like a talisman. And that was before I knew how to do jewelry. And then over years, that's how like I followed my vision, my creativity followed there to develop these beautiful pieces. And so that came to life through this step-by-step aliveness process, following my intuition. And now I'm here in Tulum to launch this new baby after 2 years of development of this collection. And so the name Chokers and Chocolates, because actually that piece that you're wearing was like the first piece where this vision came to life, like the chokers, everything around the chokers. And because maybe, as I already mentioned, like the way I live my life is like really intuitive and playful and with duality and wanting it all. Chokers and chocolates just represents this duality, chokers like something strong, and then chocolates, which is also a very complex like food, it has so much power, sweetness, So I love that play of words. And yeah, actually, as I started to develop my jewelry, and I was at that time also doing keto, and also doing my own chocolate, sugar-free.
Okay.
My friend was saying, why don't you come to this market and start selling your chokers and chocolates? Ooh. And when she said that, it just like hit me. I'm like, this is it. This was like feeling represented the essence of what I actually want to transmit with my pieces. The depth, but playfulness, and all of it around the mystery, because a lot of people asking me why chokers and chocolate.
Yeah, well, I love that background story.
Yeah.
It does feel like chokers and chocolates is like strength and also pleasure.
Yeah.
So it is like when you say duality, like that's how I see it. It's like
exactly.
The hard and like
exactly
the pleasure and the soft, the chocolate.
Exactly, which I feel all of us are. And that's like, I feel my personal journey is to give my archetypes. I really don't want to be one thing. That is what I escaped from leaving Germany, where everything was a little bit more rigid, and I saw my life till the end already, how it plays out, and I just broke out from that. And so it's been a beautiful journey to discover all these parts, right? And so with Chokers and Chocolates, where this brand has now a collection that is like a Mermaid Dreams collection, where it's my interpretation what mermaids dream about, inspired the looks by corals.
I love that.
Yes. And also the universe, which is like more the subtle pieces that just support.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, I wish I was wearing the yoni ring.
Yeah.
Oh, you have it. Bring it closer to the camera. I mean, I don't know if we'll see the detail, but that detail is kind of, sort of, but
You can see it,
look at that. Magnificent. A yoni. You don't know what that is? Google it. We love that. Not only are you designing this jewelry, creating it yourself with your own hands, wearing it, selling it at all of these beautiful, super nice high-end markets around Tulum, Mexico City, and beyond. you're also giving back to all of us artists and people that are interested because you're doing workshops as well.
Yes.
We just had a workshop like 2 weeks ago. You just held the workshop at a really amazing place called World by Hand.
Yes.
An amazing, like, cultured furniture, art.
Handmade.
I don't even know what to call this space because it's everything.
Yeah. It's alive.
It's alive for sure. Recycled material to build the walls. Like, Francia, our friend who's created that space, like, excellent. So you had a workshop there, and I attended. Thank you so much. It was a birthday gift, and I really appreciate it because that was so unique and special. And I highly recommend anyone that's interested in creating something really special for themselves or for others. Another woman that was in the workshop created this, like, I'm speechless at what she created for her boyfriend for his birthday.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyways, I created this. Also super nice in silver, which I don't wear because I'm typically a gold girl. But I'm really vibing with silver and also mixing. So thank you for even bringing me into that space of considering silver because now I love that. Now I have another silver ring.
Yes.
And I love that so much. This was so fun. You really held the space for the class and explaining what we're doing, what are all the materials, how everything is going to be used, and all of the steps in the process, because usually we don't know. Like,
exactly.
I didn't know.
In this world of fast fashion, fast consumption.
And it's not, I wouldn't say it's easy, but once you understand it and you are doing it yourself, you're like, oh, okay, this is so cool that I can do it again, you know. I mean, there's a lot of material involved, and thank you so much for bringing, like, the whole setup. It was very nice the way that you laid it out. We all had our little workstation.
Yes.
And it was really cool. And so we came out with each a piece.
Yes.
I love it so much. And you had stones also that we can choose from.
Yes, because, well, first of all, the idea of having this classes is a little bit feels like a community project, you know, and I just love to hold that space for people to explore their creativity, to play again as also adults, you know, because sometimes we need like also intention or something we want to get out with because we lost a little bit touch of this play as children with nothing comes out in the end. So that was actually really combining that because we all love jewelry. I love natural materials. So in my work, I work with like natural materials, natural stones. I don't use glue in any of that. So it really has the vibration, you know, because silver is like a super transmitter of energy, is like antimicrobial and all of that, and has like its own vibe. Also the natural stones. I love the one that you picked. Rhodolite. It's pink, deep pink.
It's deep pink. It's so gorgeous. It matches my manicure right now too. It's perfect.
Yeah. So that is like a class which is, you know, like every yoga class, right? You come, someone says like, oh, well, the world is the grand yoga mat. You know, you're going to do yoga, practice what you practice, and hopefully it doesn't stay there. Hopefully you take it with you and like apply these things that you learn outside the world. So that is also the idea of that class, you know, because exploring your creativity, right? Playing, and I just love, and I'm getting goosebumps. I'm like, when I get goosebumps, that means it's so true.
Yeah.
Because I just love when people get the rings back, and then they're like, wow, I made this. You know, the girl that made that ring for her boyfriend, which was like so elaborated, she cried because she's like, wow, I made this. So, which really helps the people recognize themselves, to meet themselves in that practice, and then they can take something with them. So it's not just a jewelry class, it's a talisman class, because for me it's a talisman, something that I put my power, my intention, something that reminds me of my power. Like this ring for me, for example, I made that one for myself, and I always feel when I have it, it's like my magic wand, you know, it's like my alter ego, it's like my little wizard, and I'm just like, simsalabim, boom. I feel way more powerful wearing it. It grounds me so much, connects me to my body. So I love it. So that's my...
What is talisman?
It's a talisman is a magical peace, power piece. Also like what I said in the beginning of the chokers and chocolates, a talisman is a piece that we associate an energy towards, like it could be that something reminds me of, so it has a meaning, because we can also just say, and that's like in this fast fashion, it's just like jewelry, and so it's like so exchangeable. But the talisman is something that I give a deep meaning towards. Like, let's say I go on vacation, and even the shell that I take from that place that wants me to remind me of that place where I travel to, that is kind of like, could be a talisman, when then I bring it with me to remind me of that situation and carries that energy. So that has a meaning, right? Like a meaning and...
more intentional piece.
Exactly. And
it feels that way too when I'm wearing it. I'm like so proud.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Wow, it's so special.
So yeah, my vision eventually is to do just custom pieces. That's my dream. Like really sit with people to connect what they're going through.
Wow, yeah, and create something together.
To create something together, and then something so powerful, because also my background is somatic work, is developmental healing, transformation, liberation, right? So doing that work, imagine to reprogram and to find your deep self, who you are, and then to combine that with the piece that you carry on forth.
That in my mind right now, that made such a beautiful connection, this intertwine with the somatic work and the jewelry making, because as you sit with your potential, I don't know, you call it a client, let's say.
Yeah.
And you talk so deeply and intentionally, and you really get to know them better.
Exactly.
Than when you do create something.
Exactly. Exactly.
It is that power piece.
Yes, exactly.
It's so custom and it's so intentional, different than any other way.
Yes, exactly.
Wow, that's so nice.
Yeah.
I just want to do a time check real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, we're midway.
Cool.
Before we go into another facet of yours, which I'm very excited about, the somatic work and the other dimensions of Kateryna. I'm so excited to share this one song with you. So some of you, my friends, may know, Kateryna knows, that when I find a song that I like, I become obsessed with it over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and I don't even know when it ends, never, unless I find another one that I'm obsessed with. So
I love
in
that about you.
Mexico City, I was really obsessed with this Russian, like, Soviet song, Anna Pugacheva. What's her name?
Alla Pugacheva,
Pugacheva, which is not what I'm going to play right now because I didn't download it. But I have this other track that is very viral right now, super funny. It's very viral right now on Instagram, which I bet it's on TikTok as well, but I don't use TikTok. And I'm obsessed with it. And I just want to share it with you just so that you can hear it, because it's... When I went deep into the song, like, what does it mean and what is it about? It's like something super sensual about a woman and this love for this woman and the way that she flows. There's also, like, parts of it that I wish I could cut out because it's like Russian rap, which is not really like... I never connected with Russian rap, but I do connect with, like, R&B. And now unlocking this, like, Russian, because our background, we're Ukrainian, we speak Russian.
Yes, that's our secret language.
That's our secret language. So I found this song and I can't stop playing it. So I just want to play it here with you so that you can hear it.
Okay.
And all of you can listen to something that's, like, from our language.
Amazing.
I'm going to play it now.
Танц прямо на мне, танц прямо во тьме. Я знаю, что ты не в себе. О чем эти голоса поют в ее голове? Помнишь ли ты пароли? Помнишь ли свой уикенд? Она танцует по шаге. Танцы прямо на мне, танцы прямо во тьме. Я знаю, что ты не в себе. О чем эти голоса поют в ее голове? Помнишь ли ты пароли? Помнишь ли свой свой уикенд.
Она любит танцы, любит винтаж, знает мой адрес, 5-й этаж. Ждут ее розы, так же и я. Отбросим в сторону сомнения. Ее парфюм, ночи Милан. На мне костюм, типа Сопрано. Жди меня там, у ресторана, бэй. Давай без обмана, с умными глазами твоими лунными, ночами днями безумными. Я проживаю с тобой, играя струнами моей души и минутами, передвигая маршрутами, снова любуюсь тобой.
Она танцует под шаге,
Танцы прямо на мне, танцы прямо во тьме.
я знаю, что ты не в себе.
О чем эти голоса?
Поют в ее голове. Помнишь ли ты пароли? Помнишь ли свой уикенд?
Пока мир сходил с ума и повсюду траблы, эти танцы были нам как личный магний.
Ты мой утром латте, я твой смуз-оператор. Это драгама по венам, она танцует на мне. Ты мой любимый оттенок света, что льется во тьме.
Лучший дофамин — это когда мы до предела жизни ловим просто момент. Лучший дофамин — это не прорился, держу пари, это будет лучший уикенд. Бизнес-класс, лем-вагон, купе, аэровокзалы и ЖД. Давай станцуем под шаде.
Она танцует под шаде, танц прямо на мне, танц прямо во тьме. Я знаю, что ты не в себе. О чем эти голоса поют в ее голове? Помнишь ли ты пароли? Помнишь ли свой уикенд?
Она танцует под шаге. Танцы прямо на мне, танцы прямо во тьме.
Я знаю, что ты не в себе.
О чем эти голоса?
Поют в ее голове. Помнишь ли ты пароли? Помнишь ли свой уикенд?
So good.
Did you like that?
I did.
Она танцевает по шаде.
Она танцевает.
She's dancing for Sade.
No, she's dancing like with Sade.
Sade.
Yeah, like under the Sade song.
Well, I don't know, but this song it's mine now. I'm gonna be singing it and dancing for it for a long time. I feel like sometimes it's like I have to realize with myself that the obsession with music sometimes is real.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
cool.
good. Yeah, following your what brings that joy, that pleasure. That's like what it's about. And maybe it's also like calling you to. I like what feel inspired to feel like, oh, I really wanna check out Sade now to really understand that song deeper.
Yeah, and also now that I'm like really, I'm listening to a lot of R&B, rhythm and blues. It's coming back to my New York life. I always loved R&B, also hip hop and rap, but like a little bit less. R&B was my style when I was in New York, growing up. And so I wrote some music as well. Like I wrote some lyrics, and I would
cool.
like to eventually.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'll share it with you.
Please.
I was super inspired with some R&B, some women that are singing, and I just wrote my own lyrics, almost like poetry that I wanted to move into music. And now, as I'm entering the producer space, I play a lot of house music, but maybe I could also create some music for R&B and just like find a new thing. I don't know. I see it happening. It's gonna
Exactly,
happen.
because it's like inspiring you, you know, and it's like
Yeah.
an invitation to create your own
Yeah,
thing, you know.
Exactly. We have to go with what inspires us.
Totally,
Just
that's
like
where the
DJing
life
for me,
force
like I
is.
didn't know, but then I unlocked some talent, and now I'm running with it, and it's amazing. Like
Exactly.
turns out I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, amazing.
And then maybe my R&B song will be in Russian. No way.
Yeah, wow. Or mix.
Or
That's what I
mix.
love. What I love about fusion, you know, because you're so much more. You're just like not just Ukrainian, but with the New York background, and now living so much the city life, and a DJ, you know, like in Tulum, you know. So there's so many aspects that is just
Oh,
need to have
yeah.
like this reflection in the work you do
We're
and the
such a
art that you
mix.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bring it all out together.
Yeah.
And Tulum is really that space that allows us to really tap into all of our creativity and our interests and all of the things that we want to
Yeah.
learn and already know, and put it all together into something really special.
Yeah.
Tulum allows for that. There's a lot of
Yes.
support in our expression here,
Yes.
and
Freedom.
freedom, yeah. And I'm so grateful for our community, because we can really you know,
See.
expand
Yes.
in our expression. So thank you so much, Tulum,
Thank you so much,
that
Tulum.
for
Thank you
us.
so much, Mexico. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for this beautiful Mexican people that are receiving, giving us a home.
Yeah. Te amo. Okay, let's now go back to where we took a little break, Kateryna, and your somatic work. Tell us more about that. Yeah, what is it? What do you do? How do you spend your days?
So the somatic work is just something that, as you said, for you as a DJ, unlocked for you with music or with DJing. For me, it unlocked because the background before that was like a life and marketing, right? And as I was discovering my own journey, my own aliveness, my own following the pleasure, I realized how much I took on things, conditions, programs that were not mine, growing up in the household that I grew up at, growing up in Germany. So actually going to New York was that call for liberation, you know, for transformation, which then I experienced. And giving it a structure by my own, you know, following that aliveness. So I studied breath work, you know, but like all how life presented it, you know, ran in a little breathing ceremony. And then something opened for me, you know, where I felt like, wow, it's like a medicine journey. I feel like after my breath, I feel like I drank ayahuasca or like medicine, right? I had like the same deep insights, the same deep connection. So that also gave me the power to realize that my body has all the tools that I need. I am the medicine, right? Yeah, I am the medicine, and those tools can be support, you know, on my journey. But if I go always there, I actually don't really empower myself. So really the journey, and it also speaks about maybe sometimes our society, which we're sometimes maybe feeling like a mango seed. And when we drink medicines, we feel like, wow, I'm this mango tree. And when I come back and just being a mango seed, I maybe get depressed and frustrated. And so that gap was missing for me. How do I reach it? And I kind of feel that's what somatic practices unlocked it for me. Which tools do I have to discover in myself that give me that authentic growth, expansion, but in the same time, the grounding? How can I, basically feel myself deeper, learn how to navigate my life from my individual self, from what brings me aliveness against all what people say I should do, what others live their life by, because I feel the gift that we have in this lifetime is to be like this unique, beautiful creature with unique talents. And so that is, I feel, the biggest purpose in life is to live it fully and to find the way I live it. And that is a scary journey. We encounter a lot of emotions, a lot of fears, a lot of doubts. So the somatic work is actually using this tool of the body to experience pleasure, to not use the body as survival, to work, to go. But really it's like a tool for pleasure, tool for expansion, tool for navigation, tool for charging up this aliveness, this energy that keeps me going, right? So somatic work is about finding that within yourself, expressing it, and also knowing how to deal with the fears and doubts as you go through your journey, and like finding this path step by step with the body.
I like so much that your analogy of the mango seed and the mango tree, and your journey into finding that space in between and how to feel comfortable and strong within that.
Yes.
And I imagine what you're saying is that now you're working with other people into filling that space.
Exactly, yeah, because
it's like a boost of confidence as well in this way.
Totally. Yeah, because a therapist can only take your clients as far as they went themselves.
Of course, yeah.
You know, so that is like the pioneer work. And so the people that come to work with me is that they want to make like a change, but maybe are scared, and we're like have, you know, wanting to find that feeling that there is something deeper calling, but they cannot yet access it quite. So, and what I love that different as a medicine work, because you really stay connected in that process. So it's like really integrative and it's grounding. It's not like, you know, you do a medicine journey and then you go back into your old life. It's really doing this little shift step by step into a new discovery of self.
And your clients, you're speaking to them, like how often do you connect with them? And because eventually you want to hold on to clients, of course, because you care. But I maybe assume that eventually you hope that they are so grounded and their strength that they don't need, you know,
that is the goal
anymore.
Exactly,
right?
that is the goal. That's why for me is in the somatic practices is like the somatic experiencing, that we are processing life, and in this process they're basically like yoga, practicing the tools to breathe deeper, to work with emotions, so then they can after the session go into the life and apply it, right? So it's the same. I'm giving them the tools and the practice and the support, right, to go into deeper spaces, not alone, because, you know, don't want to go too much into trauma, but why we have not unlocked that chapters is because there was like a fear to unlock those, a fear to be rejected, to be not seen. So I'm, as a therapist, opening that space for them so they can see themselves and can take them with them. And then it depends how they are applying the homework, right? So ideally I have like a set of like 10 sessions where we really work, you know, go into it. And then the rhythm depends really on the schedules of people. And that is like the individual work, right? It's not like they're here working with my program or like with them. We're trying to really work these things out, what fits in their life, but also what I see as supportive. And then, you know, with the tools, they sometimes go back into the life, you know, feeling like releasing like a child, baby, you know, to go into like a bird, a bird, go
so
fly, but knowing that there's always the safe space, because I think that was what we're lacking a lot of time, the safe space to come back to be seen as we are, right? So we don't need to change ourselves, we can really be ourselves and not to be anyone else. So I love that work. I really love. It's very intuitive. It's really that people bringing their what is going on with them on the daily basis. Maybe they encountered blocks. Maybe they noticed something about themselves, like the disattachment or from emotions, right? So that is where we are like opening it up and going into. And so my own personal work brought me into jewelry, and other people, you know, or to be who I am. And it's like I feel like I'm a piece of art that is developing over time and going through this different seasons of life. I feel like with somatic tools, life is just more safe and worth living.
That's beautifully said. You know what I was wondering? I'm just really curious on what tools you, in your own experience and other therapists, how do you not take others' situations and you leave it with them, you know what I mean? You don't take it on, or you don't finish conversations or meetings and continue thinking about them or compare yourself to them. Like, how do you separate?
It's a good question. Yeah, because especially as a somatic worker, and to be really with someone, you really need to be with them, right? So you're really tuning into them. This work is about resonance and deep, so it's a really good question that you have. But my response is my own somatic practice, right? So it's important in this process to always feel my body as well. so that I don't get lost, because emotions are energy in motion. And if I don't have a groundingness in my own body, I get lost with them, right? So it's this practice I always say in general. And if all of you want to take one tool to go from this session, is my 50-50 tool.
Tell us.
So the 50-50 tool is always to feel your body, right? Like feel, connect with your body, and then only give 50% attention to the outside world. That actually creates that connection with the outside world and your groundedness, because then you're actually able to receive. You're able to feel as you interact with the world, what the impact, the world has an impact on your body. Then does it make you joyful? Does it make you this? Does it make you that? Right? So I always say 50-50 as you talk with your friend. Always feel this feedback in your body. And that, because I feel my body, I don't get lost. Right? And then you check your body before, always this grounding. How do I feel today? What is mine? And then you have the session. And then you come back to you, right? With this physical sensations that you have. And that's this grounding practice, Somatic work is really the grounding and being in your body. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Thank
so
you for this
beautiful. Thank you for
question.
sharing
Yeah.
so much. I imagine you really need to have confidence in yourself and locking it in each time that you speak with one of your clients, right?
Yes. Yeah,
it's
because
that 50,
everyone...
52. You need to also feel balanced and grounded before you
Totally.
open your channels to someone else.
Exactly.
Right? And then I'm sure you both can feel the energy if it's a little bit,
Yeah. What do you mean?
floaty. Like I'm saying, you as the therapist, you need to approach your meetings with them grounded. So you need to have your own practice
Totally.
before you connect with them, right?
Totally. And also that's about holding space. What means holding space in a session? It means that I'm actually keeping my needs, my judgment, my opinions away. I'm holding space and I'm fully with them. So instead of judging and projecting my opinions or something and going through that lens, what my ego, alter ego persona would do in real life also, right? Because then Kateryna plays a big role in my life, which it should be. I'm the center of my attention, right? And so when I'm with clients, it's like holding the space that you open in space. You're more curious about them. You're like with their energy. Right? So in any case, if I had like a bad day, right, it's about to put that aside, to know how to regulate myself, how to put that so I can be fully present in this 90 minutes with them, right? And the more you worked out your triggers, the less you get triggered with their triggers.
That goes for life.
It goes for life. So that's why, like, every practitioner, therapist, if you ever choose one, make sure they're actually walking the talk, right? That they're doing the work that they're speaking about, that it's not just from books, but really like an embodied practice, and you can see how people live their life.
I also know that you do body work, like physical massage therapy, and does that come together in your...
Yes.
In your work?
Yes, it's like another tool, like everything is another tool to connect. Some people like that more, because the physical body stores a lot of emotions, all of, when you, what's the biodecodification, there's a whole science on it that, if you feel pain here, then that means you had the issue with your father and la 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 la. So there's a certain energy as we develop that is stored in our bodies a certain way and then becomes chronic, and then we live with that tension, and then we maybe feel like, oh, I don't feel anything, but that's not a natural state. A natural state of our body, the juiciness, is to really feel alive, is to feel the good, the joy, and also to be able to feel the pain, all the range of the emotions, right, that are happening. That is what life is about. And to not judge it, to not block it. And so the physical body is a big, big part of that as well.
I imagine, yeah. That's also such powerful work. to unlock those
Such
points.
an honor.
Uh-huh.
I'm always
sure
so
it gets very
honored.
emotional as well for some of your clients.
Emotional and spiritual as well, because they really have insights then on what that energy is, and so it processes it, that they really understand where patterns are coming from, and then they can liberate themselves from that. And that's such an honor. I feel it's such a ceremony for me, the somatic work.
So rewarding.
So rewarding.
sure.
And so deeper connections, because you really meet people where they are, like in their
So vulnerable.
truest, deepest things. So a lot of my clients are also became then my friends, or we are having like a deep connection, and that's what keeps me going in life. I love our connection. I love I love friendships that are true and alive and the real thing. I love the real thing.
Yeah, of
And
course.
love and food and sex and everything.
The realer, the better, right?
The realer, the
realist.
better. Yes. That's a turn on.
Well, we have 5 beautiful minutes to spend together. What else? First, where can people find you? I'm going to add to the bio of this channel more information, but if you want to just speak on that, like how do people find you for your jewelry and for your somatic work? And
Yes, so Instagram, you can connect me with me best. It's breathe, feel, release, heal, which is basically the methodology that I have. So on Instagram, breathe, feel, release, heal, or chokers and chocolates.
and if you're in Tulum,
Yes, reach out, have a coffee, have that experience.
yes. And are you doing
Connecting.
any workshops, jewelry workshops?
Yes, tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, tell us more.
Saturday, World by Hand. We're having another beautiful workshop of creation
What time?
at 10 a.m. till 2.
And how can people sign up, or do they
Just
show up?
connect, just show up or connect on Chokers and Chocolates to reserve your spot, because we have a little preparation guide that I'm happy to send when I know you're coming.
Chokers and Chocolates on Instagram.
Or World by Hand.
Or World by Hand.
Yeah.
Because you can make such beautiful pieces like this.
Yeah.
And you don't only have to make rings, right?
You can also make a pendant.
You can make a pendant.
Yes.
It's all basically about the time that we have in this class and the weight of the material, which is the silver. So just be
Exactly.
mindful of that, because material is expensive.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you do a gold as well?
Gold plating is available because gold right now is so precious.
It's so precious.
And so expensive.
Yeah.
But yes, available for sure.
Amazing. And you have stones and crystals and many things to choose from, different sizes.
And it's like an initiation as well, right? Because later the idea is to have like a weekly, like little come together so people can use the tools to just create more. Yeah.
We love that. I'm so honored to have you here.
Well, I'm so honored to have you in my life. Really.
We love each other.
We love each other.
We love each other so much. Thank you so much, Kateryna.
Thank you. I love
And
you.
Chokers and Chocolates and all of this beautiful jewelry that I'm adorned with. Check it out.
Yeah,
My
it's such a
choker.
pleasure. Ooh.
My, what's it called? My cuff,
My cuff, yeah.
my ring,
Yes,
and
it's
all
gorgeous.
of hers. She has a, it's so
Yeah.
cute. She has a necklace that says asado.
It reflects my love for Argentina
For Argentina.
and Argentinians.
I love it so much. It's so beautiful. We can make anything. You can make. It reminds me of those nameplates. I'm from New York City.
Yeah,
I know, you
yeah.
know, like the nameplates, like the girls used to have their names with the crystals on them.
Well, that's the idea, because you usually care your lover, your boyfriend, yourself,
Yeah.
who you love. So for me, it's the asado, which I also love. Asado as a Taurus.
You could really put anything on your necklace.
Yeah, you can do anything. That's
You
the
could do
beauty
anything.
of this
I love these little
methodology.
delicate bangles as well. Beautiful, beautiful work, beautiful pieces.
Thank you.
If you come back during high season in Tulum, you'll see her at all of the really beautiful intentional markets at like the really nice hotels.
See.
And
Yeah, please connect
Yeah,
also.
please
Private
connect.
showing, any bachelorette events, have something, birthdays, which I also love
that's
to
a
get
great
a group
idea.
together.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and
you and your
a
friends could do it.
memory.
Fantastic.
A
That's
memory.
a good message to all of the
Yeah.
concierge here in Tulum. Bachelor, bachelorette parties.
See.
You know, that's
Yeah.
like such a beautiful, different way to gather and take something home.
See, a gift.
And what is the turnaround also? Like after people create the wax,
It's 3 days.
3 days until you get your final piece.
Yes, exactly.
Beautiful. That's
Yeah.
a nice turnaround.
Yeah.
In 1 week, you can be a jewelry designer and go home with your pieces.
Yes, exactly. And feel so special the rest of your life.
And feel special for the rest of your life. Last words. Feel special for the rest of your life. Thank you so much, Kateryna.
Thank
Te
you.
amo mucho.
Te amo también.
Ciao.
Ciao.